Welcome to She Speaks, a podcast series that highlights the strides of youthful and diverse women in Kenya who are leading the way towards a more gender progressive society. I am your host, Doreen Wabere. Our podcast series is in partnership with Taskerlight, a brand that is committed to promoting gender progressiveness. Hey there, thank you very much for listening to this podcast. This is She Speaks, and it's a podcast that is actually looking into bringing stories and telling you stories about inspiring women, youthful women, and actually diverse women in Kenya. And these are actually women who are leading the way towards a gender progressive society. So I'm going to be your host, Doreen Wabere. Rather, I am your host, Doreen Wabere. With me here is a lovely woman. This is a phenomenal woman. You're going to get to know more about her. But first things first, what I'll tell you, this podcast is in partnership with Tusker Lite, and Tusker Lite is all about promoting a gender progressive society. So I'll let my guest introduce herself, if she may do us the honor.
Hello, what's up everybody? My name is DJ Narah. I am a young, energetic and diverse, like you said, DJ who works and practices in Kenya.
Wonderful. So it's very highly unlikely for us to get to talk to or to see a female woman, a female DJ rather. So, well, it used to be the norm that every DJ used to be a male.
Yeah.
If I talk about a DJ, you know the pronouns are he,
That's
him,
true.
his, like
Yeah.
that's what it has to be about a DJ. But look at her, she's breaking barriers. She's out here. She has gone places. She has been places, and she's going to better places.
Thank you.
Maybe I want you to, perhaps tell us what are some of the challenges, that you have encountered in your field, being a female DJ in a male-dominated field?
Yeah.
And how have you perhaps dealt with some of these challenges that you have encountered?
Okay. I think first of all, the biggest challenge is just in numbers. And I say that now that we've gotten maybe a bit more, representation in the industry. There are quite a few of us, if you'd like to count. But Kitambo used to be, Pierre McKenna, three more people. Yeah, just the big five or the big three, and that's it, you're done. But right now you can at least, count a few more people. But that lack of numbers, when you think even about maybe Taskerlight or just companies companies working with Taskerlight, there are a lot of peers in the industry. Someone would come and talk about, maybe give me advice on something or help me connect to this person, but there's no sisterhood in DJing. That's the best way I can put it. But now we are trying to get to know each other and get to cross those barriers, but it has taken a long time. So I think that would be the biggest challenge. The other challenge would just be the double standard of men not thinking you are as qualified as they are.
Did you want to say good enough? I get the feeling that you wanted to say good enough.
I wanted to, but then I am a little bit confident that most of us are better than them in the game. So, let me not say that. But they don't think that you got there by your strength and your skills. They think you got there by, So essentially,
we're not going to talk about it.
Dot kind of situation. So they don't think you really have the guts to do it.
Right.
Yeah. So those are probably my top two challenges.
I mean, how did you break the barriers? How did you deal with these challenges and said, you know what, I can do things, I can change the narrative.
That's true. I think maybe the first one is finding these people, like just you making an effort to be like, I'm sure there are female DJs out here. I am going to find them. If it's the last thing I do, if it's going to be the death of me, I'm going to find them. Networking to the end. Even if they're not Kenyan, there are many other female DJs across the world. And some of them are super open to just, leading their fellow sisters in the game. So that's what I think I did. I just looked. Like I said, I'm sure they're there. There's no way. I sought after them. There's no way I'm the only one. No way. Right. So you really look for them and then take all the advice that they can give you, because they have been they have walked, the walk or talked the talk.
All right.
The other challenge is just getting in there and doing the thing and doing the work, and then finally they know, okay, She
can do it.
actually can do it. Yeah, that's basically it.
I think it's really inspiring to know that you actually can identify what's ailing the industry and what's, making you not reach to your goal,
Right.
and attacking it and said, Kujapa. You know what? Kujapa. I'm going to tackle you, by my hands.
Absolutely.
So probably the other thing that we would want to understand from your perspective, seeing that you're the one in the industry,
Yeah.
how would you describe the current state of gender portrayals in Kenya? I mean, what does that sound like to you, and how does it look like out there?
Wow, that's a deep question right there. In my industry, I think right now it's a bit better. So I don't want to speak maybe for everybody, but for the people in my circle, in my industry, or in my small corner of the DJing business, there's respect. There's respect now. Yeah, like they understand the struggle that we went through to get here, and if your skills are good, they respect you even more. But it wasn't that way, just a few years back. So yeah, they're giving you the space at the table. Not everybody, but it's a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there like a scorecard where, if you come today and you did a good job, someone writes down, hey, today Narah performed well, 10 over 10. Tomorrow she didn't do well, I'm going to give her a 6. Actually, 4.2.
That's the funny thing, because DJing is a lot like maybe the celebrity music industry or a movie industry. A movie actor might have acted very well in one good movie, and you stand by them. You'd be like, hiyo movie amefanya watu wanasema ni mbaya, si yeye, ni director. In fact, hata ni budget hawakupewa. Mi nimemwona kwa that other movie and it was amazing. Or if they do super bad and you're like, I would never watch anything with this man or woman in it again. So as a DJ, once you impress someone, I think they're just for you forever. They'll be like, nyinyi hamjui, mi nilisikia DJ Narah siku ingine. I was blown away. And so that's the first impression that they of you. Yeah, so on other days maybe you're not at your 100, they're like, she was just having a bad day or something like that. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think it's actually great, to know, like, I feel like you're like very self-aware.
I am.
Yeah,
I
and
am.
knowing
It's not a good thing all the time, but I am very self-aware.
I mean, at least I think it's something nice.
Yeah.
So where we're at right now, Taskerlight is trying to, promote a more gender progressive, society.
Right.
And I'm thinking, seated where you're seated, you have a vision, right? You, like, what you stand for a certain gender, and it's not like overlooking the gender, but you just want the voices of your gender to be heard. What are some of the visions that you have?
Oh, I have such a big vision. It scares me
Is
sometimes.
it a vision? Do you have a vision board? Like, give it to us.
Pinterest whole thing, 5 by 5 meters across. But I think the main thing maybe I'd talk about would be access. Like, that's my vision. Just
what are we
give
accessing?
People access to good sound, access to good music. First of all, the biggest deal is access to good music. If most of it could come from our Kenyan musicians and artists, that's even better. But again, there's music everywhere. Music transcends even language, so don't just be tied to one type of music, one nini. So I want to bring that access to all kinds of music, access to good quality sound and equipment, because again, we're still a third world developing country, and I put that in air quotes, but some of the stuff we don't get here, not because they aren't available, but because the people who are willing to bring them are scared that we don't have the market for them, we don't have the people for them. So that's, I think, my main vision.
If I understand you correctly, you said access.
Yes.
So is this access two-way, in that if you can access good music, who is listening to you, that's, I mean, let's say your audience will also get access to good music.
That good music. I can link them up to, not only when I'm mixing, I can tell them, these are your playlists, this is what I listen to and I'm feeling this type of way. And again, most DJs, I will be petty, most DJs have a good ear.
They do.
Some of them, but most DJs have a good musical ear. So I can give you a playlist for any vibe that you're feeling. And I personally think that music is just the background nini for all of life's experiences. Yeah.
Right. So I want to put you on the hot seat because
Okay.
you cannot have a vision and not do anything about it. So if I could ask you right now,
Yes.
what are you doing to contribute to making this vision you have take off? What would you say you have or you're doing?
Okay. Well, kidogo finances hitilafu. Tabu kidogo kwa
So
finances.
the economy is not economy.
The economy, well,
It's
you
not
know,
economy.
yeah, but we are giving it time to tangoja too. But I think what maybe I'm doing is just breaking down music and even DJing in general. It stops becoming this big thing, you know, this big monster or big mountain that you're afraid to climb. So just even through my social media and my YouTube and things like that, I'll be telling, I have been telling even non-DJs or people who, you know, don't know music that well, like this is this song, this is, you know, how it was produced, this is what went into it, this is what you can do in your house or in your small place that you are, to just break down that or demystify the music industry. Yeah,
I say it's in your heart. You're like you literally want to help. SOS.
Ni vile tu kauposhunete kakajipa hivi.
But you see, I cannot emphasize how much Taskerlight wants to help promote.
Honestly, and I appreciate them for that. Even giving us female DJs gigs, they've been very, very forward with that, and I do thank you, Taskerlight. You know, we are grateful. We are not taking it for granted. We hope for more gigs, but we are truly grateful for the progress so far.
I want to ask you something else, like really quick. How else do you think Taskerlight can better support you, bring your vision to, like you say, you're suffering, there are barriers, you know, so how can it help you? How can Taskerlight help you bring your vision to life?
Again, I'm gonna go back to access. Taskerlight has the, I don't want to say numbers, or the standing, the credibility of its name to provide things like training avenues, affordable training avenues for DJs, producers, people who want to sing, people who, you know, but they don't know how to go about it. It's very easy for them to do it, even if as a CSR kind of project. But also a profitable, marketable endeavor. But yeah, they would be well placed to provide affordable training for creatives.
I think it's interesting to legit hear what you want to do for the society, what you're actually doing for them as of now. It would be, I mean, and I think, let me not say I'm a little biased because I know you have worked with you. I've seen your work. I've attended events where you have DJ'd and legit the vibe was like on 100.
Thank you.
So the other thing I would want to say is, you know, for some of our listeners who are interested in supporting your efforts and getting involved in promoting gender progressiveness.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. For me personally, or with Taskerlight, or both?
You say it both.
Okay. I think for me personally, again, just give me gigs, pay me what I am actually worth, so that I can put that back into this vision.
You didn't actually put that as a challenge that you're going to, do you want us to go back? I
do.
Do you want us
you know? So when a DJ comes to you, or you contact a DJ and they tell you their rate, they're not pulling numbers out of thin air. That's their rate card. They've seen that, you know, transport costs, equipment cost, their own talent that they have amassed and worked and honed for years and years. That's what it's worth. Just like the way the value of a shoe is calculated, that's the same way they've calculated the value of their worth. So by you appreciating and, you know, encouraging, charge what they think they are worth, they'll be able to even provide you guys with better service, and people like me can, you know, contribute to our visions and our goals and dreams.
Wonderful. So does this cut across for both, you know, someone who's listening to us right now, and you said for what Taskerlight can do for you, but what about that one person who's listening to us right now,
where we when you're not say
what can that person, you know, do for you to better, you know, improve your efforts in this course that you're in?
Oh, what can they do for me?
Can they give you gigs? Can they call you to their weddings? What
all of
can they do?
that, all of that. Call me to all of your events, and also interact with your DJs more. I know there's this rumor, I don't want to call it a misconception, wacha tuite rumor, where people say Kenyan public figures don't talk to their people, they don't talk to the fans,
Oh,
they don't
wanga
talk
mjibu
to
DMs. You don't answer DMs.
I don't know about DMs, but
You can explain. Can you explain? Unaweza explain?
I kai munanieka
Unaweza-
on
is
the
it explainable?
spot, but yeah, some of them truly just get to a certain level and forget where they did actually come from. And most of these people, it's the people who have put them there, not even the skills, it's just the connection with their people. And then when you forget these people, the point becomes confusing. But yeah, talk to your people, tell them, but they had this and this and this place. Someone actually told me of an event that I had never heard of.
Ooh.
And then I applied for the event and got the gig.
Wonderful.
And I was so grateful to this person, because you don't know everything. You can never know everything. And you can always learn something all the time. So talk to your DJs.
I have a
Ask them
question.
about stuff.
Literally, this is just like a bonus question.
Okay.
So if I am your listener and I want to support you, I want you to play for me a certain song. I want you to play me last.
Yeah.
So do I bring my note? I know DJs hate that a lot, but can I just write down a note and like slide it on?
Actually, I can see DJs everywhere rolling their eyes. But it's in the way you ask.
Oh, really?
It's always in the way you ask. I
Okay.
could have it literally as the next song on my playlist,
But-
but the way you ask it, I'm like, I won't play it for you. Why are you
CJ,
being rude? Kwa nini? But you ask it nicely and I don't have it, I'll start downloading it while I'm still playing and waiting for it to finish downloading and play for you and remind you, that one goes out to nani. It's all in the asking. Yeah, so if you're nice about it and you're not bombarding me at a strange place where I probably don't know people, of course I'm gonna play it for you.
Well, wonderful. I think your story is really inspiring.
Thank
I
you.
also think, that I'll take it as a parting shot because now I know I can like slide in my requests through
You can
certain DJs.
slide in the DM.
And Narah, so if you see her, please slide in your request.
Honestly, yeah.
Whisper your request. I'd like to say thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
And I'd also like to thank Taskerlight so much for making it happen.
Absolutely.
We loved having you. We can't wait to see what you do out there. We can't wait to listen to you, to meet with you out there. And even hearing about what you're doing, the visions that you have,
Yeah.
knowing that, I can see Narah on TV and what you talked about is actually coming to pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all this, can I say, what do we say? Hooray or...
Go girl.
You go, girl. And especially towards promoting a more gender progressive society.
Absolutely.
Ciao.
Bye.